And we're back with some more Oxygen Not Included on Rime World. And what we're doing here now is trying to hunt out the last of the achievements. We are so close. Just so close. Now, I do have one problem that I'm currently wrestling with, and that problem is the very last achievement at the very bottom, job suitability. I have had this ticked off where there's been a 15 of 15 for more than 10 cycles. At the end of every cycle, I've been checking it pretty much religiously, and it doesn't seem to be working. So at the end of this cycle, I'm going to see if it ticks over, see if it finally kicks in, because it's definitely been more than 10 cycles. But if it doesn't, I think I'm going to have to give up on getting it naturally, and I'm going to have to start cheesing it. And by cheesing it, I mean I'm going to dump all of my my dupes into capsules, or dump them into rockets, so they technically don't count. And if they technically don't count, then I can hopefully just have one dupe running around to get the achievement, and that should hammer it out in 10 cycles. Though I'm going to need to do a little bit of work to make sure it's not too bad. Here we go. We've ticked over, have we? Yes, we have. And have we gotten it? No, we have not. Oh well, unfortunate. So that means I'm going to start letting all these dupes out. They've been trapped in here long enough. Yes, freedom for the lot of you. One thing I also have to take care of is before I put them into their own capsules to get rid of them all, I have another achievement that I have to worry about at the same time. That one is, where is it? Home Sweet Home. This one has a requirement that all of your dupes have a certain amount of morale, and that you have a great monument built. And it's cycle 200, but cycle 200 is going to be here before we get the rest of them. However, dupes that are inside rockets still count for this one. And once they're inside rockets, they stop getting the morale bonuses from all the buildings. So I've got to get all of the dupes out of the rockets, get their morale up to the correct amount, and then I have to get the Great Monument, and I have to have all of this at the same time. Then I can put them into rocket capsules. So at least I get to take advantage of their labor for a bit. So at the same time, I'm going to want to queue up more steel. So yeah, we're going to want a lot more steel, and I'm going to want to manage my priorities more carefully. Anyway, we'll let out that last dupe, and once that last dupe is out, oh, don't hit my dupes. Once the last dupe is out, then we'll get around to some more works. Down here, you can see that the liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen is being created for our Rift rocket, which is excellent. While that's going on, I might want to, we can deconstruct that as well. I think I'm going to dig this up. We're going to need to dig out of here. So let's just dig this all the way up and get ourselves some space. Wait, oh no, we can't dig up just there out of this just yet, because that would of course take out that rocket, and that'll get us a bit more space right there, because I'm going to need to launch that rocket as quickly as possible when the time comes. I've done some math on this. We're going to need about 640 kilos per tile of oxygen and hydrogen to fill that rocket. We'll get close enough and it should be fine. Anyway, all of that done, all of that set up. Oh, and we're grooming. You know what? We'll set the priority on that to a little bit higher. What are you set to at the moment, Shovel? Oh, you've already been groomed. You know what? That's fine. Time remaining 1.4 cycles. They should hopefully be well tamed. Their wildness is at 92%. Yeah, they'll be well tamed before we get back the shovels that are inbound. Yeah, this rocket is glitched out. It's not technically there. That rocket, that's off in space. I'm also going to demolish all these rockets for steel, because I want to build. Oh, how is that? You know what? We'll deconstruct you as well. Maybe that will get the dupe out of there. Yes, we want to build a statue, don't we? So I was thinking either here or here. You know what? Yeah, there's some decent space over here. Let's put together a statue. Wait, is there better space here? No, here. We'll do it right here. There, that'll make a perfect start to the monument. No, the problem is it's a very expensive monument. If we check here, monument base was 7.5 tons of steel. This is going to be 5 tons of steel, 2.5 tons of ceramic, and 2.5 tons of plastic. You know what? I think we can turn off the plastic presses now. We don't need those anymore. That should be enough for everything we need. Also, is that definitely on? Yeah, that steel machine better be on, because we're going to need more of that, even if I do demolish all the rockets. Yeah, steel's still on. Anyway, let's skip this forward a bit until we get some more rockets back in. We've finished demolishing more of these rocket parts for spares. Oh, and finally that dupe's going to get out, did they? Ah, yeah, they're free. Well, I hope they were out, because that would have been a nasty fall otherwise. Well, I noticed something a little bit odd as well. I was just checking out on my hydrogen here. My hydrogen is going up a lot slower than everything else. It seems to be doing half a kilo or less. And I'm thinking, no, I have plenty of hydrogen. Why is this happening? And it's just one of those odd mechanics. When a gas pipe is going by an exit pipe, it doesn't provide any exit. So you see here, this hydrogen gas is going through here, but when it passes through this pipe, the hydrogen from here can't get out. Even though they're the same materials, it's both hydrogen, they can't combine on the pipe. There has to be a little bit of a gap so that the hydrogen can get out. So I need to put in a little bit of an emergency workaround here, just so that this helps. We're going to do a little something like that just to start. And then I'm probably going to have to expand that to cover the rest of these gas tanks. Because otherwise this is going to start this is going to slow down the hydrogen coming out of here, which is going to slow down how quickly I can get the Rift rocket launched. There we go. A proper, fully saturated hydrogen flow. Is it clean? No. Does it work? Sort of. So we'll leave it at that for now. I'm going to have to clean that up once all the achievements are done. Yeah, we're getting to that point where I'm planning ahead for after I finished all the achievements, and I have to start trying to tidy up this horrible mess of a base. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. And oh wow, there's a whole bunch of oxalate that's just lying on the ground doing nothing. You know what? We'll keep that to get swept up, but I don't care. We've got enough. We should have enough in storage if we need for anything else. How much have we got? Yeah, we got 5 tons of oxalate. We'll be grand. I may have actually overdone it on that front. Anyway, what was next up? Oh yeah, next up was finish off that. Oh yeah, finish off the statue. Is that statue almost built? Ah, we've got our base. What are we going to make it as? Well, obviously it's a very messy playthrough, so that looks like the perfect base for our statue. Next up, we are going to need a middle. We're going to go with monument midsection. Do we have the resources? Yes, we do have the resources. And we already have enough for the head? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh yeah, that allows them to dig out that section. You know what? We can preemptively dig that stuff out for the next. Perfect. That'll get our statue almost done. Our rocket is back. So here comes our gassy moo. Oh, and we also got some very nice self-contained sources. Not important. Gassy moo, though, that is important. And dupe inside the command capsule. You know what? We'll wait till after it ticks over to nighttime. I can't help it. At the moment, if we look down at job suitability, 19 of 20. Wait, how is it 19 of 20? I don't even have 20 dupes. Oh, wait, that dupe's going to get out of the rocket straight away, aren't they? Yeah, never mind. That's what I get for leaving the gantry in place. It's okay. We're going to deconstruct this rocket, though, except for the biological cargo bay. The reason being, I have no idea how to tame gassy moos. Well, no, if I let the gassy moo out of the biological cargo bay, I've no idea how to get them into a stable. So instead, we're going to build a stable around the biological cargo bay, and then we'll let the gassy moo out into that stable. Well, that's the theory. Let's see how it works out in practice. You're going to notice the liberal use of bunker tiles here. Well, the reason for that is, well, it's in space. I got to worry about meteors destroying this thing. Oh, you know what? I'll deconstruct those for the steel as well. Waste not, want not. Leaving all that steel lying around the place just feels like a bad idea. Now we need to get in some doors here as well. So we'll go with steel. Yeah, steel will be fine. Then we'll have to do the same on the bottom. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very low-grade stable. Yeah, furniture stations. Give me a grooming station. You know what, we will make it. We're not going to make it out of copper. That would be dumb because it might get overheated if the Regulate gets on it. But we only need it short term. That's fine. Down here is these groomed. Tame. Yes, we have managed to tame those, so we no longer care. Once the shovels are tamed, that's all good for us. Critter starvation. Shovel. Yeah, of course they're going to starve. I don't have any food to feed them just yet. You know what? Fine. Anyway, this, once it's built, we can tame the gassy moo, and that'll knock out 2 achievements for us. Also, now that that's done, we can get ready to launch this rocket. Oh, is that rocket going to be able to escape? I think... Yeah, it should be able to fly through there. So in that case, we can get rid of all of that, finish off our ladder system up here, and maybe delete some of these bricks. We don't want them getting in the way. Done. Oh, so close. That's 3 achievements. Between that and that's 3 of the achievements knocked out of the way, and we're currently working as well on, what was it? Yeah, this one, Home Sweet Home. How's everyone doing? Okay, so Jessica's just gotten out of the rocket. That's see Jessica Jones' morale right there. It keeps getting blocked out every time I put my cursor over it, but Jessica Jones has morale of 10. She's just fresh out of a rocket, so once she's had a cycle to take advantage of the bathroom facilities and all of the other morale-boosting buildings, her morale will get up high enough that will be a tick box, and then all we need after that is the Great Monument. And once the Great Monument is finished and that's ticked off, we can then start worrying about putting the dupes into rockets for storage. Now, what are we going to have? Well, it's been messy, but we've engineered some stuff, so we'll go with that. Furniture. Last thing, and it's the head. Damn it. I forgot to delete these. There we go. Soon the monument will be completed. That should knock out another achievement. I think I can demolish this afterwards and use the steel to make the rockets we're going to need. The rockets we're going to need for storage. Okay, come on. Finish this off. We can edit the gassy moo, and we're going to make this level 9 because we're going to want this moo groomed as quickly as possible. We done? Come on. We'll know we're done when that goes away. And we're complete, at which point we can empty the storage on this. Oh, cool. It comes out. It actually comes out all trussed up. Well, okay, maybe I panicked a bit too. No, it doesn't come out all trussed up. It does for a second, then it immediately... Right. Oh, well, never mind. I'm glad we have it built into a stable. We can tame that now. That should only take about 2 cycles or so. And once it's tamed, we'll be sorted on another achievement front. How are we looking down here on liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen? No, that's only 320 kilos of that stuff. We need 630 per tile, roughly, to fill up the tanks, from what I've done with the math. So that's going to take a little bit longer. The liquid oxygen, I think, is a little bit ahead because it didn't have the mess-ups with flow that I had with the hydrogen. Live and you learn. Live and you learn. Oh, yeah, but we're still well ahead of schedule. 365 cycles was what we needed, and we're going to come in well under that if I don't do something stupid or I haven't missed something silly, which I'm not going to exclude as a possibility just yet. Anyway, let's skip forward a bit more and see how everything works out. Now the head is just about to be built. Will that grab us the achievement? Yes. Yes. Colony achievement earned. Home sweet home. Perfect. And was it all duplicants must have morale of 16 or higher. Build a great monument. Why is that tick box not ticked? I've built a great monument. It's messing with me. Now that the Great Monument is built, I think I'm going to just deconstruct the Great Monument. Whose head will we put on it before we deconstruct it? Well, considering this entire thing has been done off the backs of hatches, an awful lot of hatches, we'll leave that as a hatch head. Yeah, until it gets immediately deleted. The reason I want to delete it is I need the steel back. I wonder why that's not ticked. Build a Great Monument. You know what? Never mind. The achievement is ticked off. That's all we needed. Critter Whisper, moving on up, is almost there. Pretty cool. I'll have to get in a bit. Oh, get a room. Oh, no. I forgot all about these ones. Build a hospital and build a recreational room. Build a hospital, build a recreational room. You know what? We'll get someplace with space. Here is fine. We are going to build a hospital and a recreation room. Hospital queued up. All you need for a hospital is medical equipment, a toilet, and a mess table. The toilet does not even have to be hooked up, and that should still count. For the recreation room, all you need is a recreational building and a decor item, which I'm pretty sure is just a water cooler and a potted plant. After that, we do have to come up with, I think there was a couple more left. What is this? Build a bedroom and build a greenhouse. Oh, that should be a dawdle. Bedroom and a greenhouse coming right up. Done and dusted. There we go. We have the comfy bed, and there we go. We have the farm station. Once all of those are complete, that should knock out that achievement. And I think you need about 12 tiles for each of these rooms. You can look up the room requirements in here, which is how I found them. So, for example, take where is it? Hospital. Damn it, I'm missing something. Yeah, the hospital. Toilet, mess table, medical equipment, and minimum size of 12 tiles. So, say take the bedroom, minimum size of 12 tiles, and with decor item. Single comfy bed, no cots, no industrial machinery, minimum size of 12 tiles, and a decor item. I need to put a decor item in the bedroom. You know what? We will just stick in a potted plant. Boom. That should get us all 4 of those rooms. And for the farm station, it does not mention anywhere that, where is it? Farms? Greenhouse. For the greenhouse, all it mentions is you need a farm station. It has no mention of anything to do with plants or... farm tiles. You don't need any farm tiles or anything like that, so we're just going to just put in the farm station and be done with it. Also, I let a bunch of my Drecos starve to death because, of course I did. I forgot to feed them. I put the priority on these too low. I've put it back to 5, but honestly, all my dupes are on such high priorities for so much random junk that I haven't... Yeah, let's just say I really need to rework the priorities and take my base back to basics once the achievements are completed, because currently everyone is running everywhere, doing everything, and nothing's getting done. Oh, wait. Something's getting done. There's a colony achievement earned. I'm going to guess that's rooms, is it? Get a room. That was painfully quick. Excellent. How are we doing in job suitability? Yeah, you know what? That's going to be... I think job suitability is going to be my last one. That is my great white whale. That is the hardest one to get. Well, for me anyway. 1 year to be exact, we can't get. That one's already... We've proven that one can't be done. It's bugged out. So until the developers fix that one, there's nothing I can do. Moving on up, and Critter Whisperer almost done. That leaves the -0 and the Great Escape. Okay, so the Great Escape, how are we looking on rocket fuel? Oof, still not enough. We need 640 kilos per tile. Is it working at maximum capacity? Yes, we have 1 kilo of hydrogen just pouring down. Perfect, perfect. You know what? We might want to pre-chill this a bit. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. This whole system is keeping up. What's the temperature in here? 118. Oh, I never put in a cooling solution for this, did I? Yeah, there's no cooling solution for the steam turbine, but I suppose it's chilly enough around here. It's cooling it. It's keeping it cool. You know what? That's fine. So long as it just lasts long enough to give us our fuel, we will be good. Oh, and I just realized that the meteors can now come right in. That might not have been my smartest plan. Let's put in some basic protection just until we get this up and running. I think some mafic rock. Oh my god, it's always something. Okay, we'll just put in a quick defensive shield there, and hopefully that will keep this place mildly protected. Oh, and we're going to need to choose an astronaut to go to the final planet and knock out the Great Escape. So while all that is going on, yes, we can demolish that, and we get to keep the achievement. So that means I can take all of that steel back, and we can start planning to put all of our dupes in suspended animation. We'll deconstruct you and deconstruct you. We are going to rebuild a bunch of rockets up here, but those rockets are going to contain nothing but... Oh, ow, stop that. Nothing but sightseeing modules. And with the sightseeing modules, we can dump everyone into them. And there we go. Once they're... You know what? I need to put in maybe another tile there. Once they're all in the sightseeing modules, or 19 of the 20 of them are in sightseeing modules, getting that last suitability achievement should be a lot easier. Oh, that's a huge mess going on there. I hope that has not damaged anything. Nope. Not going to worry about it. We're covered. Just print that, be done. Alright, so sightseeing modules go on top of these. In fact, I'm going to need to be able to squeeze on 19 of them. So I don't think I'm going to have enough space. 1, 2, 3... No, I should be able to fit, between these two rockets, I should be able to fit almost 19. So 18 or 19, and then a few more here. Yeah, I got this. This should actually... Yeah, this should be pretty achievable. Though that's going to get in the way until that moo is tamed. What's that moo at? 47% wildness, going down at 50% a cycle. Yeah, we got less than a cycle left, and that's 2 more achievements knocked out. That will just leave suitability and freezing and... Yeah, okay, a few. We're very close, though. Very, very close. What are we at? 457 there. What are you at? Oh, yeah, this splits at 500 kilos. So we get 500 kilos on the bottom layer and 55 on the top. We need about another 100 kilos there. Oh, yeah, so close. I think we can get most... This one's not really a worry. We've got plenty of time to knock this one out because it's going to take us 10 cycles of... It's going to take us 10 cycles once even we do get all the dupes into these command capsules. Which reminds me, I should probably put in some ladders so that my dupes can get out there. The gassy moo is at 1% wildness, so that should tame in right about now. Boom. And that knocks out 2 more achievements for us. Those 2 achievements should be, was it Critter Whisperer? And moving on up. Done and done. So we've got left Make Things Super Cold, The Great Escape, can't get 1 year to be exact, of course, and Bed Bath Bugs, and Job Suitability. So we got 3 left. Freeze something, escape, freeze something, and get the Job Suitability achievement. Well, in that case, let's see what this is at right down here. You're almost ready, are you? Yeah, you're actually ready to start filling. Oh. Plumbing-wise, I have all the pipes pre-built and ready to go. Why is that damaged? Broken? Oh, that's a ladder. Ladder broken? That's fine, I can live with. So I've got this all pre-set up. All I have to do is hit the connect button. There we go. Oh! I gotta set the storage size on this. According to the rocket calculator, it's 2,436 kilos for a liquid hydrogen rocket to get all the way out to the final planet, or to the rift. So we're just going to, well, pump it full of liquid oxygen. That should be fine. And that's a petroleum engine. Yeah, I remember now. I built this before I got hydrogen, so that needs to be deconstructed and replaced with a hydrogen engine. Up here, all these modules are almost done. Oh, that gassy moo, we don't need you anymore. These things don't reproduce. They have no reproduction, but you have to keep going to harvest them, and they do consume, they consume gas grass and output natural gas, but it's just the rates are so terrible. There's no point. Well, I haven't been able to figure out one. Get rid of you, and you, and we need to start putting in gantries so that everyone can gain access to these. Yeah, that looks kind of normal-ish. Oh, and before I get people in there, I want to sort of delete that. But no, we need to get the... Has that stopped filling? Please tell me that it hasn't stopped filling because it is... Yeah, no, it hasn't. Thankfully, that's fine. We'll stick on a hydrogen rocket engine here in the bottom. Combat? Oh, they're going after the gassy moo. I would not call that combat. Colony achievement earned? What? Oh, wait, no, I missed something. That must have been... Oh, yeah, there was 2 achievements there. The last run, that's why there was that was still up there. I'd only ticked off one of them. Anyway, finish this off, and we'll get our dupes out of here. You can go about there. We should be able to load them all up. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I'm only going to have 1 dupe once I've put 19 of them into rockets. And if I've only got 1 dupe, that's going to mean if they ever get trapped or anything like that, things could go badly wrong. You know what? Not going to panic. Achievements is all we care about right now. We're still waiting on the hydrogen here. The hydrogen needs to get to about 640 kilos. Oh, so close. We might want to turn that on in a minute. How are we looking on the oxygen front? Perfect. Once that's done, we'll switch that off, and I'm going to let that build up. And then once that hits about 500 kilos, I'm going to freeze it. And freeze it so low it causes the building to go to, well, 6 degrees Kelvin, or that'll help us knock out the frozen achievement. Hopefully. Okay, that's that done. One thing we need to do, though, is I need to get the plumbing back in here. Give me a liquid pipe, make it a ceramic. Now, I need to get this liquid back in the tank. Did I? Oh, no. I don't think I left a pipe there, did I? 1 second. So I'm going to try and run the liquid oxygen back in here, but I can't remember if I placed a... Oh, I did not. That's going to be a problem. I might have to break open the top of that to do it, but I'm not sure if it's even worth it. It might not be. You know what? That's rising at a fast enough rate. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, all of these are almost built. I want to see if people can get into them, depending on how... Like, these things are... The gantries are placed at really janky angles. Let's see if Ant-Man can get in here. Aaron's? Ant-Man? Can you get in? We'll find out if they get there. Yeah, Ant-Man got inside. So Ant-Man is now successfully on board there. We'll get Ant-Man out again. Okay, Dale. Are you not in an Atmo suit? How are you not in an Atmo suit? Or are you and it's just not doing it? Are you holding your breath, maybe? No, exhaling, inhaling. Yeah, that's okay. That's a graphical glitch. I can live with that. Just a graphical glitch. It's fine. Down here, how are we going? Yeah, you can be turned on. Time to fuel this up. Done. Right. And these are set to 900, 900, and 636. Boom, boom, and boom. On the bright side, we're not in too much of a huge rush here. The reason being, we still got to wait until we get the suitability for all the dupes, which I should really start doing... I suppose now. I think we've got everything else we need done. We can deconstruct some of this junk. We don't need that there. That can all go. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'll do that maybe a little bit more smartly. Next cycle, I'm going to dump everyone into rockets, except for one specialist dupe. For the time being, we're going to have to choose a rocket pilot. And I think there is only one choice for this. There really only is. And that choice, of course, is Dr. Bane. Dr. Bane has done so well. They started off as a janitor, became an engineer and a doctor, and then eventually got upgraded to an astronaut. They have had a very storied career through this very short playthrough. I mean, it's cycle 204, and they've had all of that behind them. Like, I think they get to be the dupe that goes to the rift. Not only that, we got to name the rocket as well. And I'm thinking, I don't know how much you know about the rift, but it seems to be a temporal rift, so we're going with, it's a temporal tear, so it's a time travel thing. So I figure if we're going to call the rocket, we might as well call it after someone who does time travel stuff. So it's Thanos. Why not? It's one of the more recent time travel-y movies, so we'll go with that stuff. Anyway, we'll let Dr. Bane get on board, and then at the end of this cycle, I'll start loading all of these up. We're coming up on the end of the cycle, so it's time to... Well, I'll cycle out a few things. One I just want to check, just one last time. Yeah, we've got 19 of 19 dupes have done stuff in exosuits. One of them hasn't because they're in a rocket. That would be Dr. Bane. Dr. Bane is currently on board and good to go. And we have a clear launch path to the temporal tear. So let's do this. Launch mission. Launch mission. And let's go. Godspeed, Mr. Bane. Or Dr. Bane, sorry. Why is my game creeping out. Well, there goes Dr. Bane off to the temporal rift. That means we have hit another achievement, which is the Great Escape. Okay, so that's another one bites the dust. So all we're going to do is freeze a building. 1 year to be exact, bed bath, freeze a building, and job suitability. They're the only ones left. Okay, so job suitability. Time to start loading these up. Now, who are we going to leave out and who are we going to put in? Oh, you know what? I might want to seal this off so I'm not letting a whole bunch of stuff escape into the vacuum of space. That might be an idea. You know what? We'll just put a quick bunch of mafic rock across there and maybe another bunch across here. Wait, what about here? Oh, damn it. 1 second. Yeah, that will... Close enough. I just want to stop too much gas escaping over the next 10 cycles. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Now down here, how are we looking? 272. I'm not sure exactly how much liquid oxygen you need in a tile before you can freeze it, but we do have 10 cycles to wait, so I'm not really too worried about that. For now, let's see. Yeah, it's time to wait until this is built. Once we've got a little bit of a shield wall and these side walls built up, we can seal this off and then put everyone into the command capsules. There we go. Sealed in poorly. Now we need to get everyone into these, and I think the only person we're going to leave behind, it can only be Bruce. Bruce Banner, they effectively did all the research, so they get to be outside while everyone else, yep, you're going into capsules, people. That's it, even Aquaman, the whole lot of you. That's it. Everyone except for Bruce Banner is now assigned to a sightseeing module. And yes, I know this is cheesy, but it's the only way I can get this to work, it seems. Oh, yeah, some of the hydrogen is going to leak out of those pipes. Whatever. I've turned off these pumps, so they shouldn't be pumping out anymore. It might be an idea to turn off... You know what? I don't need any more hydrogen going in there. We can cut off the hydrogen flow, so we can deconstruct that gas bridge. The oxygen I do want to keep running because, well, that's part of our achievement run. Okay, but everyone is now taking up residence. How many we got left? 13 dupes are still out on the map. 11, 10, 9. Finally, we were down to just 2 dupes. That's all I've got left outside of sightseeing modules. Oh, and if we go into the colony summary here, we can see, yes, 2 of 2 dupes for job suitability. I don't know if this is a glitch or a bug that you can do it this way, but yeah, this is what we're going for because it will not work any other way as far as I can tell. And that's it. That's the last. Well, that and the freezing one are the only 2 left. The entire reason for the existence of these exosuit docks down here, right outside the bedrooms, was to knock off job suitability, and it still didn't work. Very disappointing. But it doesn't matter. It's going to get very interesting in here because I only have 1 dupe to maintain the base, which means I should turn off all non-essential things like, say, well, glass forges. Yeah, they're off. Steel forging. You know what? That can also go. We don't need any of that. Pretty much everything that's non-essential to base survival, eggshells to lime, we don't care about you anymore. We've got enough steel. I'm going to go around and make sure everything that's non-essential is turned off. Wait a minute, I just got my last dupe into the sightseeing module, and colony achievement popped up, and I don't know which one it is. It's not the freezing one, though, is it? What the? Job suitability. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. What happened was the remaining 2 dupes, or the remaining 1 dupe, they have done a task. The last 10 cycles, they have done a task in a suit. Whereas the last one in, I think, was Atom, and Atom was what was Atom? They were a critter manager. So they did critters, and that probably didn't count as the task because they were grooming critters. But the last one left was Bruce, and Bruce does research and machines, so all of the jobs they were doing counted. So now since they're the only one left, it looks back in the last 10 cycles, and the 1 remaining dupe has done stuff in an exosuit for the last 10 cycles. Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to consider that too exploitative. I put in exosuit docks. Everyone was doing everything. They were using bathrooms in their Atmos suits. So I think I had that well covered. I'm not going to feel bad about that even one little bit. So yeah, now that puts another level of urgency on top. But damn, done. That one, we'll have to wait until they fix that. You'll see they're both ticked off. 1 year to be exact. We can't do anything about that one until another few cycles. So it's just not okay, but pretty cold. That's all we have left to do. That is it. And I can start letting all the dupes out again. Let's release all the dupes, and then we're going to have to wait until this gets slightly higher, and I should be able to freeze it. You know what? I might start turning that up a bit higher now. 1 second while we let out the dupes. Yep, I've hit the come out of the capsules thing. Let's see what happens when you release this many at once. I think a bunch of them are going to... Oh, no, they all came out. Oh, though, yeah, their stress is probably going to be a bit high because none of them have decent morale. They should be fine. Ish. Anyway, that just leaves this down here. Now, what I want to do is freeze the oxygen. The reason I want to freeze the oxygen is the oxygen forms a tile at 500 kilos. Well, it forms one liquid tile at 500 kilos. Hydrogen, I have no idea how much. At 1,000 kilos, it forms one liquid tile. So I think if I freeze this right about now at 389 kilos, it should form a solid tile. And if it forms a solid tile, then that means I can keep dumping chill into it. If it forms a debris, well, then I can't keep dumping chill into it. So essentially what we're trying to do here is hope and cross our fingers that this liquid oxygen just doesn't start turning into debris and instead turns into a solid tile. That is the hope right now. I probably should have done a bit more research. Let's skip this forward a bit. How much chill do we need to make this liquid oxygen solidify? It needs to go down to minus 218. Oh, that'll take a little bit of time. Should I cut off the oxygen? You know what? No, I'm going to keep pumping in the oxygen until we get either a solid tile or debris and I start cursing. And there's our first few tiles of oxygen. That's excellent. Now that that's solid, 1 second, I want to cut off the oxygen flow because I don't want to waste any more time dumping oxygen in here. Now that that's a solid tile, that means the pipes going through here can dump more and more chill into it. As well as that, they're entombing the liquid pump, so the liquid pump is going to end up getting colder and colder and colder. Yes. Minus 232, minus 233. I think we've got to go down to a minus 260 something. Let's check out on the colony summary and see what Icy has to say about that. Okay, we're down to 222.4 Kelvin. Wait, what? We need to get to 6? Let's see what happens. Another thing I might want to start investigating is putting a building inside a vacuum. Supposedly that can trigger it also. If you build a building inside a vacuum, it technically counts as being at 0 degrees. Or maybe it's just a temperature sensor. So what we could do is put in a liquid lock down here while that's going on, just to cover our bases. I mean, can't hurt. 1 second. That will start a sort of a liquid lock we can deal with. Now, up here, what are we looking at? It's 260 something. Come on, come on. What are we at? Cycle 206. This is the last one, just the last achievement. Yeah, I'm just covering all my bases by making sure I've got this set up as a secondary in case anything goes wrong. I don't want polluted water in there. Polluted water would be bad. So, you know what? Let's deconstruct that. We're going to have to put in a bottle emptier right there. So close. So close. What's that down to? Minus 267. Come on. That's got to be close, right? Minus 270. So I've done some looking up online, and 6 Kelvin is minus 267.15. This is below minus 6 Kelvin, this piece of equipment, this building. Does it need to be a different type of building? I'm going to need to do some research on this. 1 moment. After way too much thinking about this, I'm really, it's the last achievement. I just want to get it out as quickly as possible, just to keep my time down. I think I'm going to try a double-pronged approach. I'm going to try getting a vacuum area up so I can use that vacuum area to potentially try the vacuum method of doing it. And as well as that, I'm going to break in here and I'm going to rip out the liquid pump and replace it with a science lab. I figure a science lab should definitely count as a building. It's got to be a building, right? Should be a building? Yeah, we'll try it anyway. Also, I want to wall that in to prevent any more... I don't want any more oxygen getting in there. So we'll just wall that up. And that should hopefully, well, cut down. You know what? Let's give it some power as well. That should hopefully cut down on the amount of oxygen that leaks in there. It's not a big deal. It's just I'd prefer to keep this place pretty close. Ooh, and that's another thing. I'm going to need some sort of medium. So we're going to put a bottle emptier right there. There's method to the madness. And then we're going to need to put in our station, science station, and we're going to make the science station out of steel because steel has better thermal conductivity than all the other ones, so that should hopefully help it cool down to the required temperature faster. Down here, how are we doing? Yeah, that's looking better. We'll queue you up to throw in some crude oil. And once the crude oil is in there, we'll have a liquid lock. Yeah, that should be fine. Once that's all done up, we can drop in some supercoolant. I have made the bottle emptier supercoolant, and I've put it at, was it sweep only? I only want a tiny bit of supercoolant in there. Its only purpose is to act as a transfer medium, because currently this research station, you know, temperature's not going up or down. There's nothing to transfer temperature between the research station and the surrounding environment. So we're going to put in just a few kilos of supercoolant here on the ground floor, That should help transfer temperature between the research lab and this liquid oxygen down here. And that should hopefully get us the achievement. There we go. Let's see, how's the temperature? Okay, everything gets a bit funky, but yeah, it's down to minus 200 already. There we go. That's what we want. Now we'll just seal this up again. And in the meantime, let's go down here. How are you doing? You know what? We need some crude oil in here right about now. Let's bump up the priority. And why is there's a liquid bottle there? You know what? We will... No, cancel empty. We want to sweep that up. And get some crude oil. Come on, where's the crude oil? Who's on that errand? Steven? Steven Universe, come on. Get around to that. You... Oh, so close. 250. And 267. I think it's 267. Or is it 266.7 or 267.7? That's not working. Where's my achievement? Where's my achievement? Even the bottle emptier is below the point. And the door is below the point. Everything in here is below the point. Why have you not given me my achievement? Alright, so the research lab obviously is not good enough. We need something better than the research lab. Oh. So we go back in, we rip these out, and we replace the buildings with something else. Yeah, I think I'll put in... I'm going to put in one of these made out of gold. Store it smart bin. And out of oxygen, we will stick in an oxygen diffuser. And we will make that out of steel. And out of power, what can we stick in out of power that's small enough that it won't take up enough space? Yep, manual generator, also made out of steel. Yeah, I imagine you're cold to deep, but you'll be fine. Right, so let's queue these all up. Yeah, I wasn't going to fit in the wheel. Yeah, not enough space, so I'm sticking in a battery instead. So I've got one from each of these 3 sections. We've already knocked off stations. We just got to figure out which one of these is classified as a building by the game, and we can hopefully finish this. There we go, all built in. Their temperature should be rapidly plummeting. We just need to get them down to about 267 or so. Wait, achievement? Achievement? That's an achievement right there. I don't know which one hit it. What was it? 267.6, 267. One of these. I don't know which one it is. I don't really care. It's the final achievement. Come on, give it to me. Not okay, but pretty cool. That's all of them. Well, okay, not 1 year to be exact. We can't get that because it's not 365 cycles yet. And this one, of course, is bugged. I'm going to put the save game file linked at the bottom of the description there, so the moment the patch comes out that fixes this, they've promised that it will retroactively apply this. So the moment you load up this game after the patch has been applied, whenever they patch it, this should automatically kick in. So that should be, yeah, that should be it. That's done. Burned. All the achievements burned by cycle 207 and just on the cusp of cycle 207. Let's just take a minute to absorb the absolute stupidity that is this base. There is nothing sane left about this. Wow. Okay, and my hydrogen reserves are pretty much gone. I should do something about that. Wait a minute. Why is that? Is this off? You know what? Who cares? Who cares? All the achievements are done. All the achievements are finished and the base is... Yeah, who cares what happened to the base? I'll be continuing on in this playthrough anyway, though. I'm going to have to spend the next probably 100 or 200 cycles just cleaning up the enormous mess and getting this base back to something reasonable and, you know, melting the whole thing. It's a giant iceberg. I want to melt a lot of it. I just hit 10k subscribers recently. That was a hell of a milestone. Never thought I'd ever get there. I only started this just doing tutorials because, well, yeah, I was unhappy with the tutorials that were available for this game, and now I've done an awful lot of tutorials, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our achievement run. This was probably the most difficult playthrough I've ever done. I've never been an achievement hunter myself. I've just preferred playing the game and having fun, but trying to get them all in a really tight time frame, yeah, that was quite... It made me think very differently about things. Anyway, glad you've been along for the ride on this one, and I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.